there, folks. I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical
and
therapist.
Together we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
Well, Bob, once again, in our opinion.
And that is to be judged. Okay, why do we have this in front of us, Brad?
Well, Bob, I don't know what. Oh, this SleepOvation mattress. It's got 700 tiny mattresses, and you and I sleep on one of these every night.
We're doing
not
a giveaway. Yeah, not together. We're doing a giveaway. We're actually giving away a full mattress of your size. You specify.
Right.
This is just a sample, and it shows you the 700 little individual mattresses that provide you with some pain relief.
That's right.
Really.
Yeah.
Most comfortable mattress
Yes.
I've ever slept on.
Yeah, I'm grateful for mine.
So we're going to show you today. We'll get this out of the way,
Oh,
Brad.
yeah.
Go ahead and sign up for it when you go to bobandbrad.com. Go to the giveaway section, sign up.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to show you 5 movements to do every night. These are stretches. Brad does a lot of these, 3 times a day?
3 times a week.
3 times a week.
Right, yeah. I'm part of my program. You know, I get into a program, I can't get off it. It's working good, though.
So you can do this one every night if you want, right before you sleep. It actually going to reverse a lot of the problems that you may have developed during the day, such if you sit too long. But Brad's going to take it away, and we'll go ahead and start. We'll give you a pillow.
Oh, goody.
And you can use a strap or a sheet.
Sure.
Rolled up sheet.
Yep. I think you could even use a belt if you wanted to.
Sure.
Yeah.
Why don't we start off?
I'll get it here just in case.
Brad's going to do that too. All right.
You want me to lay down?
Yep. Lie down.
Lie down. I'm
All
very working on that. I'm trying to be better.
The first one is a figure 4 stretch.
Oh. So we're going like this?
Yep. And we're actually putting you up on the opposite knee, and that knee is bent.
Right. So up here. And a little stretch this way.
Right.
This one is one of my favorite. It just feels good.
Yep. And then to add a little twist to it, you can actually grab onto this thigh, and that's where you might need the sheet. Or do you want to use the belt?
Sure. Yeah. So grabbing here, and there will be. I've had many patients can't do that very well.
Right.
So you put either a sheet, whatever,
a belt,
strap or a belt, and it gives you a little something to hold on to.
A little something.
Yeah. You know, when I do mine, I actually use the strap, but I put it around my foot like this. And then it gives me a little leverage.
Wow. Good torque.
It works better with the strap because you don't have to grab.
Sure.
We'll show that in a little bit.
And make sure while you're doing these that you're breathing, relaxing, taking in the air in through the nose. And really, it should go out through the nose, too. But today we're going to talk about also how about the stretching the hip flexor. You can do that off the bed.
Yeah.
And you want to be careful with this one because I don't want to have you end up on the floor.
Right.
So Brad's giving a good stretch. This muscle right in here.
Yeah. You should feel it right where your hand goes in your front pocket. That's that hip flexor area.
And sometimes if you bend the knee a little bit, it actually stretches it a little bit more.
Right. That's where if you have your strap on there,
sure,
you can just grab that and it's very easy. Ooh, that's pretty aggressive. You don't have to do much there.
Well, Brad, how about from the side? You want to show if you lie on your side?
Sure. Should I do it facing away from them?
Sure.
We'll see how that goes. So here... we're doing hip flexor.
Yeah, and this one you're probably going to need a sheet or a belt or a strap or something because if you're pretty flexible, you can reach down there and but to get it started, it's a little bit difficult.
Yeah. Some people have shorter legs and arms, longer torso, whatever, but this makes it easier and it can go up like this.
Right.
Ooh.
You can really torque on it. Make Brad say uncle.
Yeah, be careful when you start doing these. You don't want to injure your...
All right, next one's a real simple one. You can lie on your back, and you're going to start with your hips bent like this, and you're going to just do rotations back and forth what you call them, Brad? Windshield wipers?
Windshield wiper,
Yeah.
Bob. Everyone can relate to that look in there, especially.
This is a great one to start moving the hips and also the back. You know, the nice thing about stretching right before you go to bed is the muscles can recover all night long. So it's really a good time. It also relaxes you and makes it easier to sleep.
Exactly.
So if you want to, you can also go all the way to the side like this and actually hold it down.
Right
Yep.
there.
And
This
then
hand's going to go
And then
over.
stretch over. Watch, we're running out of space here.
Like you're reaching over to pet the dog that's laying there. Oh, and sometimes I like to actually
Yep,
go
you
up
can
like
bring it up
this
further.
and just relax and breathe. That breathing is so critical to get a nice stretch. Almost mandatory.
All right, what are we up to next? Next, we're going to go ahead and do something cross-legged. You could do, well, frog-legged. Or, yeah,
this,
like that,
yeah.
You can also just start by keeping it on the ground.
Yeah, just do the
but-
clamshell.
Yeah, clamshell,
like this.
breathe
Yeah.
and relax.
Yeah.
And then you want to get a little more aggressive.
Should we show?
I'll give you a strap.
Yeah. Here's the big advantage. Bob's got a rolled up
Yeah.
sheet. I hate the sheet. It drives me nuts.
Brad
I
is
like
a big strap guy.
I like the belt, but once I got to the strap, and they're not very expensive. If you do these much, you will definitely want to get one because they work
Right.
so well. I go like this, so I don't even have to grab, and then the leverage and the comfort, and I spread here, pull here. You can do it with your legs crossed. It's not as aggressive that way.
That's why I do it with my legs crossed.
Yeah.
Brad showed me this one, and I do it every morning now.
Really?
Yeah.
You
influence
can
me
go
sometimes,
like but hope sometimes it's good, huh?
Brad's got an engineering background somewhat, and it seems like everything he's got to come up with some new idea for doing it. So
I get bored otherwise.
that's it. 5, Brad.
Are we done already,
Yeah,
Bob?
that's it. You do.
I want to do the other leg yet. We'll
you
wait.
do a few more, but we promise 5, and we deliver 5.
That's right. So,
Remember, Brad and I can fix just about anything.
except for
Broken heart.
the broken hair. Here, you can use this pillow and stretch.